Let's go to Gaurav also. Gaurav, you and the company have had a crucial job during this pandemic. As a company that makes sanitizers and soaps and a lot more, it was crucial to keep your operations going. During this time, tell us, what were the biggest challenges that you faced?
Hi, Sanket. I think I must start off first with thanking NDTV and Mr. Bachchan. I think it's a privilege for us as a company to be associated with NDTV and Mr. Bachchan for this cause. I think what we have tried to achieve together the last 6 years, we are very proud of. And we hope to continue this. And as Pranay just said, this has now come to light as what we have been saying for the last, 6 years. Is a need of the hour, and that's the only thing that can save you in the absence of a vaccine. So thanks for that, and we'll continue that work. I think the question you asked was the supply chain. I think when the lockdown happened, I don't think any one of us could have imagined the degree of that lockdown and the degree to which it will impact people's lives, and the demand at that time, especially initially, of sanitizers and soaps and things like that was extremely high. So the first thing is, I mean, when the supply chain is broken, because the raw material suppliers, the packing material suppliers, your factories, all of it shut down on March 22nd. And till April 1st, I think we had no activity, and then we tried to get it back on track. I think the first thing that happens in those times is how do you take that cause forward? And to us, it was kind of a national cause, with customers and consumers calling us and telling us their stories of how they need sanitizers and soaps to protect themselves. So a lot of effort went in. I think a lot of teamwork went in. There were a lot of issues on transportation. I mean, there's no transportation to carry the workers to the factory. So we had to get our own buses, and we had to get permits for the buses from the local authorities across the country. I think the help that we got from the government and the local authorities was amazing to get that kind of help at that time. Permits, food. I mean, when you get the workers to the factory, what will they do? You don't want them to, there's no food available outside. So we had to organize for, the halwais and to come in and cook for 1,000 people 3 times a day, to get the vegetables, to get all of it together, to do it in a safe, hygienic manner, all of that, to get our raw materials and packed materials, the factory started. I mean, that is another task in itself, because the factory runs on at least 100 other ancillaries that work together to produce that final product, starting warehouses. So all of it was like a mammoth team effort, which involved government agencies, involved people, involved local authorities, and we got it done. I think the first 3 months was tough. I can tell you today we are 90% there, that we meet about 90% of the demand. In April, it was like 30% of the demand, and every day since then has been better than the previous day.
That's very nice to hear.
And it's amazing what has happened.
That's very nice to hear.